One of the factors I want to talk about, Mikowski, that not many people know or bring up that makes these wins, these victories by Optic even more impressive, right? Like we just saw them win the last LAN event, which was massive, but you know, early on in Halo Infinite, when Optic, you know, when they first picked up Formal and they were dominant, when they were winning world championships, like they were one of the few teams that were streaming their scrims, which obviously everyone has ceased to do. And behind the scenes, you probably know this being in the industry, behind the scenes of your time with G1, like teams and analysts and coaches and players had studied Optic's film thousands of hours because they were the only team that was streaming their scrims. Whether or not the rebroadcasts were up or not, they were all recording their scrims. They were recording those streams and they were studying them and coming up with game plans on how to counter Optic. So to see Optic bouncing back and still winning, they've had to adjust their game pretty significantly because all these teams had adapted and molded to their game because they were one of the only teams streaming their scrims.
Yeah, and I remember it was, when the time everybody figured out Optic was when, you know, Optic kind of got found out. They'd play for the lead, they'd get at the lead, and then they'd sit on it. And that level of predictability, I think, is what allowed a lot of teams to close the gap. But speaking of the gap, let's look at the assists in that previous game. Just a 3